And I'll talk to you more about that as we go on this journey together. All of us have a dream. We're all born with some type of dream or goal or something that we'd like to see happen in our lives during our lifetime. And there are some people that you actually get to witness. You see that their dreams really do become a reality. And then there are those that you wonder, was that really their dream? Oh man, poor thing. It never really surfaced. Maybe it wasn't their dream after all. Maybe it wasn't supposed to happen for them. I beg to differ. If you have a dream, it's specific things that the dreamer does to make it become a reality. And I'm going to talk to you about what those things are today. Let's first talk about dream thieves. Dream thieves are people that are determined, whether consciously or subconsciously, to steal your dream. Their goal almost mirrors that of what I've learned in my lifetime as the enemy. The enemy is really their goal to kill your dream, to steal your motivation for your dream, and to destroy the very thought of your dream ever manifesting and becoming a reality. In my opinion, a dream thief is someone that will stop at nothing to be able to accomplish their goal, which is to stop your dream from becoming a reality. And then as soon as they're done with you, guess what? They go right on to the next unsure vessel. So today I want to make sure that I talk with you about how you can press forward to be able to get past all of the dream thieves in your life and still be able to ensure that you reach your destiny. Step number one, make sure that you do something every day toward your dream. Now, even if you're not exactly sure what you should be doing, what's going to really catapult you to the next level, because that's the case in some instances. It's like, I just really am not sure what I should even be doing. Do something, do some research, and decide what it is that will be the best strategy that you can actually implement to be able to see things move, to be able to move the needle, to be able to move in the direction of your dreams becoming a reality. Now, you're not going to master everything in one day, under no circumstances, but every day you should be doing something specific that you can say is an achievable goal of yours that helped you get closer to reaching your destiny. Now, there are so many examples of people that are out here that you can literally just like Google and identify, hey, this person is extremely successful in their specific field. So identify people that are doing already very well in the field that you're interested in and find out what are some of the things that they're doing to be extremely successful. How did their dream become a reality? How often do they communicate on social media? How often do they do posts? How often do they share books and all kinds of information that you can actually learn from people that are tremendously successful in their own right? Pick up some of those nuggets, and not that you're competing against anyone else, because who you are is fantastic and who you are is great enough. But what you do want to do is find out specifically what are some of the things that they've done, strategies they've implemented to be able to see them reach their goal. And those are things that are simple nuggets that you can apply to your life starting today to be able to change the trajectory of your life. So make sure that you do those things and start doing something today, right now. You can like literally pay attention to the people that are getting their 7-figure income or their 8-figure income, and they constantly take video clips out in front of jets and all kinds of beautiful buildings. And most of these people, they're not fabricating the story. They're officially telling you something that they have done to become successful, whether it's selling real estate or whatever it is that they've done to make their journey and their destiny happen. So follow what some of the guidelines are that they're sharing with you. And even if you don't like relate to the person that much, like I'll give you an example. I've listened to some feedback from one of the gentlemen that he's got a huge following. And the entire time though, he's like cursing every other sentence. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This guy is like cursing on every other statement. But then I'm trying to pull out the nuggets of what he's saying that I think would still be helpful for my business. So push all of the stuff aside that you don't agree with and the things that you do feel could be helpful to your business. Implement some of those things so that you too can be excited about your dream becoming a reality. Step number 2, make sure you keep dream building. Keep dream building. No matter what it takes, put things on a vision board. Put things on your refrigerator. Have a family meeting where you're sharing with your family what the goals and the dreams are so that you can all know what you're striving to accomplish. This is very important. I know back when my husband and I first got married, and we've been married for 24 years, we officially would put everything that we were interested in having, we would cut the picture and we would put it on our refrigerator. And believe it or not, every single thing, not some of it, all of it that we put on our refrigerator became a reality. We cut a picture of a home with a beautiful fence and a beautiful deck. And the very first home that we purchased was the picture that we put on our refrigerator. So I'm not telling you something that I'm just talking from a book. I'm telling you from personal experience that if you can put it on your refrigerator or put it on your vision board and start coming up with strategies on how you're going to see that thing become a reality, it too can become a reality for you. But you have to have a dream building session so that you know what your goal is and what you're striving to accomplish. Other than that, it's like you don't know what you're going after. So then how can it become real? That's very important. And I know that it's something that works very well for my husband and I believe it can work well for you too. Make sure you also write down your plan of action for your dreams to become a reality. The thing that you write down is usually when you're like motivated and you're fired up and you're like, yes, this is what I see myself doing. My trajectory, my foreshadowing, my forecast for my business plan. These are things that you officially do when you're in the right frame of mind because you're motivated about what it is that you would like to see happen in your life. So make sure that you write your plan while you're in that motivated moment, that motivated phase. And then when you're having some like stuck moments and you're feeling a lull in your life and you're not sure exactly what should be happening at this phase, go back and reference your written plan. That's the time for you to pull out your written plan and determine that this is when I need to go back and kind of remotivate myself and determine what is it that I said I would like to have happen and capture. That's why it's so important that you capture that moment at that time, because now you can go back and actually just implement what you have written, even though you may not share the same motivation at this phase of your life or at this phase of your journey. So keep that in mind, that the written plan does make a tremendous difference. Step number 3, I want you to remember baby steps are still steps. Baby steps are still steps. A lot of times we're worried about just taking major leaps and bounds into the next phase of our destiny. But in fact, it may take some baby steps along our journey in order for things to start to unfold. And you can start to see, oh, by me doing this consistently every single day, here's the outcome. Here's what I've seen happen as a result of my consistency and my determination to stay focused and not give up just because it doesn't look like it's going to happen at that moment. I'm not sure if you guys remember the movie, What About Bob? Well, Bob, which is Bill Murray, was in this movie and he had this phobia. So everything he would touch, whether it would be a door handle or anything, he would put on either gloves or use paper napkins, and he constantly touched things only if something else was not allowing him to personally touch it with his hands. Well, you also know about Dr. Leo Marvin if you watched the movie. And Dr. Leo Marvin was his therapist. And so Dr. Marvin would be meeting with Bob and saying, come on, Bob, you can do it. You have to be able to come out of your house and come into the society and be able to get past this phobia that you have. Well, one time, Lake Winnipesaukee, Dr. Leo Marvin took his family on this family vacation, and he was not going to be able to meet with Bob for the whole time that he was going to be on vacation. Well, that flipped Bill Murray out. That flipped Bob out. Bob was like, oh my gosh, I have to get to Dr. Leo Marvin. I need Dr. Leo Marvin. What am I going to do without Dr. Leo Marvin? So needless to say, Bob decided that he was going to take baby steps and decided to go out of the house, decided to get all the way to Lake Winnipesaukee, and showed up at Dr. Leo Marvin's door. Well, when Dr. Marvin opened the door, he was like, what are you doing here, Bob? What in the world? But the thing is, Bob took many baby steps to reach his goal, which was to get to Dr. Leo Marvin on his vacation and harass the living life out of him and his beautiful wife, Faye. Oh, Faye, and his son, and just really kind of ruin their family vacation. But it was because of the baby steps that Bob took along the way to get to Lake Winnipesaukee to see Dr. Leo Marvin, his therapist, which he could not be without for that period of time. I say all of that to say to you guys that if Bill Murray could take baby steps and make it all the way to Lake Winnipesaukee to see his therapist, you can take baby steps as well along your journey. And whatever it is that you have as a goal or a dream, it can be accomplished as long as you decide that I am going to start right where I am today, doing something every single day towards me reaching my goal. I'm going to write my goals and my plans down so that when I get discouraged, I'm going to later go back and be able to capture and reference that moment that was already captured. I'm going to be able to reference that in the times of like my lull, my dry season, so that I can say, okay, well, even if I'm having a dry season right now, I'm just going to go through and just execute on the plan that I wrote down. And then you're going to remember to take those baby steps. Baby steps still count. And as Les Brown often says, he says, if it's hard, then do it hard. It's okay. There are things that we try to accomplish in life and it's difficult. And we're like, how am I ever going to accomplish this particular goal? Well, guess what? You can accomplish the goal. And if it's hard, make sure you stay committed and you do it hard. And you make sure that you stay committed until your dream becomes a reality. Listen, I've actually started a Mother Dreamer movement, a private community of women that are all like-minded. And what we do is we actually share stories, success stories. We share best practices. We share our failures. We share things that are just things that we're dealing with as a mother, that we have these dreams and these goals. And these are some of the roadblocks and the obstacles that are coming in our way. And how do we go about getting over those humps? There's a whole group of women that's a part of the Mother Dreamer movement with me, and I am really excited about it. So if you are interested in being a part of the Mother Dreamer movement as well, I'll be more than happy to send you the link. You can just definitely email me, kim@thebalancedoctor.tv, kim@thebalancedoctor.tv, and I'll send you the link, or you can email Cassandra, my operations manager, at Cassandra@thebalancedoctor.tv, and she'll send you the link so that you can be a part of our private community with our Mother Dreamer movement. Now listen, if you have not been receiving emails from me, even down to this particular one that I'm talking about today in written form, because everything that I just discussed, I actually sent a big e-blast out recently to everyone that signed up for my email distribution. If you didn't receive that email, then you should go over to thebalancedoctor.tv, and doctor is spelled out, and register right away to start receiving emails from me so that you're not left out on any communication that I send your way. I am so excited that you've allowed me to bring balance to the world, one household at a time, and truly honored to be able to work with mothers who have dreams and goals that you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you're like, I need to see my dream become a reality so that I can leave a legacy for my children. An example of what true entrepreneurship really looks like. And it's okay to be a great mother and to have a dream or a goal, and your children watch it unfold right before their eyes. You're such an inspiration to your family. Why not have your dreams become a reality? So I've enjoyed talking to you guys today. Remember, dream thieves, resist them, and they will flee. And they really will, because they'll realize that the reason that I'm discouraging this person is because they're allowing me to discourage them. You have to keep in mind that if you have a dream or you have a goal and someone is trying to discourage you, they are not trying to do it intentionally always. It's just not their dream. So they can't share in the same level of commitment or passion that you have for the dream that's put inside of you. That's your dream. So you have to make sure that you go to the extreme to make sure that your dream becomes a reality, okay? Take care of yourself, and I hope that you have a fantastic day.